the time.
Very
While
nice.
we talk. So.
Oh God. Okay, well then. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic election day. God. We're not going to talk about that.
Can we ixnay the politics for this?
Ixnay the politics, eh? So yeah, this
we only care about galactic politics.
we want your credits. We want your Imperial credits. Give them to us. This is our Mandalorian season 2 spoiler review, discussion, theorization, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be talking about every episode of the Mandalorian weekly. Probably going to do this on Mondays. Maybe, who knows? Mondays, Tuesdays, one of those days.
Well, the episodes are supposed to come out every Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, every Friday.
Like
every Friday. But I'm working the weekends, so I mean, I gotta make money. So Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, it gotta be
easy enough.
Easy enough. Anyway, so yeah, this is going to be chapter 9, titled "The Marshal," or you guys want to be heathens, call it season 2, episode 1. First question I want to know is, what were your guys' thoughts about season 1 before we get into the actual episode? What was your guys' thoughts on season 1 as a whole?
Great.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it was awesome.
It exceeded my expectations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you just came in off the bat. Mando walks into a bar, smashes a dude's face with a bottle, and goes off and smokes 3 dudes and captures one of them. Like,
that, and we finally get to see, the fabled disintegration gun. I mean,
and this time, no disintegrations.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I was totally expecting that in this episode for season 2, but for season 1. I was just really happy to see Star Wars go back to the whole space western style of it.
Oh yeah, space westerns are absolutely by far Star Wars' best.
Baby, yo, hold on, bring your shit back here.
Bring the child back. Bring the child back. Thank you.
Why don't I just put him up here? Just put him in front of my face.
Yeah.
That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, that's true.
No, yeah, space westerns are by far the most popular format in the Star Wars universe. I love them. I want a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna get it, damn sure. I'm sure they got more than 2 seasons of this show written up or something.
I hope so.
I mean, if you look at the way everyone's talking about this show entirely, it's basically carrying the Star Wars saga. I mean,
hey Mando, how you doing over there? I mean, I'm pretty tired carrying the entire Star Wars franchise on my shoulders.
I think nobody was expecting a Baby Yoda, though.
No one was expecting Baby Yoda. That's the entire point. Nobody was, and he.
Another thing people wouldn't have been expecting: a baby Mando.
I mean, we did get a sneak peek into his younger life.
True. A baby Mandalorian, dressed in Beskar armor and everything.
Oh yeah, baby Yoda dressed in Mando armor. Yeah, totally want that.
That'd be an interesting concept.
That would.
Someone on Etsy, make that.
Well, I mean, we've already got the Twi'lek Mandalorians, so dude, yeah. Why not a Yoda? Why not a Yoda Mandalorian?
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Research time.
Okay, so getting into the.
Hey, here we go. We got one.
We got one?
Oh, yes! Yes, Baby Yoda approves.
Cute.
Baby Yoda approves.
One.
Wow.
Nice, bro. Baby Yoda approves.
No.
All right, so getting into the episode, what did you guys think of the episode overall. What were your guys' final thoughts when the credits rolled?
I feel like they put a lot more money in this episode than they did previous episodes.
Oh, they blew their
Like,
budget
just-
on this one big time.
Okay,
Oh,
just
wow.
even the costumes, even some of the CGI was just like movie level, TV show level. Me being a serious D&D player, I got very serious Dungeons and Dragons and like Western vibes all mixed in one. I was like, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
going to be like
Yeah.
a EG quest, like. So
Yeah.
I thought
No,
it was
no, I'm totally with you on that.
There were so many spoilers that I was sitting there laughing the entire time, cheering, and then the signs of disappointment when Boba Fett wasn't alive. I mean, yeah, I was disappointed, but at the same time, it's like, oh, and then there's actually one spoiler. I'm kind of hoping everyone else, or little Easter egg that everyone else kind of picked up on when they're
which
riding out to find the Cryot Dragon lair.
Oh,
The his speeder bike.
Yeah, his speeder bike's Anakin's pod racer turbine.
Yeah.
we all caught on to it, I'm sure.
Well, I caught onto it immediately, but then
Yep.
everyone else was kind of like, "Oh, that's cool. He's using a pod racer turbine." I'm like, "Do you not see that it's
Yep.
Anakin's?" Like,
I think the best part is that it doesn't open with you seeing it. It opens on you hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I
That
just
was
want more pod
awesome.
racing.
Yeah.
I'd go for a full episode of a pod race.
Yeah.
Not again. We've had too much of that shit already.
Okay, this is getting heavy.
Yeah.
no. You have to carry the child for the entire talk.
In your lap. No,
There
just
you
put it in your lap.
go. There you go.
I will say that I did like that we got to see more of the Tusken Raiders.
I
Then
love the
just, like,
this episode made me very much want a miniseries surrounding the Tusken Raiders.
Mm.
Kind of
yeah.
given more of their backstory and their
Oh
history.
yeah, especially.
Yeah.
Have
Exactly.
any of you read the Legends book Kenobi?
Yes.
Yep.
No.
That is one of the best Tusken
Actually-
Raider storylines.
Actually, do I have
Alright.
that book already on hand?
I've got it on Audible. So
Nice.
Uh-oh.
But going with what Cinegreed was talking about, I definitely felt that, like, the whole like mix of like a D&D campaign with a Western. Like it's like I saw the objective that they had to get, and like they had to bring together like forces to bring down this evil and whatnot. I'm getting a bit of D&D from this, and oddly enough, I actually listened to Critical Role that day, and I'm just like, and that's where a lot of it was getting.
I love
But
it.
yeah, but also I also loved seeing how the whole, because going back to the whole space western thing where it's like they both have a common enemy, and it's like like you have the settlers having to get along with the natives and whatnot, and I don't know, like it just felt like a really cool interpretation, I guess, with space punk, so to speak. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty good.
Also, it's the first time we've ever seen a live action crate dragon
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah,
First time we've ever seen one in Star Wars except for the video games at all.
Well, you remember the skeleton in A New Hope when 3PO was walking by? That was a crate dragon skeleton.
oh really?
Yeah.
Just the
I'm gonna be
I don't think it's cut in '77. It must have been on the remastered one.
We'll have to get somebody to do a comparison or
Yeah.
maybe some research on that for the next time.
Probably, yeah.
Did,
But yeah, I
yeah.
was whenever I think of what a crate dragon looks like, that was not what I expected a crate dragon to look like. And
I
it's
agree.
still really creepy. It gave
Yeah.
me Tremor vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it
I'm
felt like it was
literally
Space
thinking that
Tremors.
the whole time. I was like, it's Tremors.
Tremors like, okay, so I was definitely seeing the whole like Dune thing too, like with
Yeah.
the sandworms. Oh my god! Like then I was just like, once I saw the thing like burrowing through the ground, going through town, I'm just like, you're really kind of driving this whole inspiration of Dune for George, are you?
If it
I
works,
had
it works.
some flashbacks to that Jedi Academy mission. Oh man,
Oh yeah.
Was it
worst planet in the game for me
Oh,
anyway.
Man.
the only game I saw it in? KOTOR game.
Which one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
KOTOR, where you go to the cave and on a part of the mission to get the star map or something.
yeah, it's a star map.
Yeah, that's-
See, I think because a lot of people are saying this that it might have been a greater crate dragon that was shown in the show, which I could actually see that considering most of the body is buried underground for its
Right.
massive size.
Hmm.
Although
Like,
I don't
this is-
know the way the crate dragon came out of the ground, I was actually getting Starship Trooper vibes when the tanker bug actually pops out of the ground and starts
Oh,
blasting
yeah.
everybody.
Oh
There
yeah.
we
I
go.
could see that.
Yeah, I
I mean-
watched the episode twice because I was like, and both times I watched the episode, I was like, oh my god, there's more than one. Like, I was like, oh my god, this can be like a family of them or like a nest or something. Because the way how it like disappeared in the ground and then popped up on the mountain again, like,
It was
5
playing. It was
seconds
playing
later,
whack-a-mole,
Yeah, that
space
was super
whack-a-mole.
fast.
yeah. I was like, oh my god, there's more than one.
Yeah.
But can
Well-
we talk about the actor that stole the show, Timothy Oliphant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That dude is awesome, and I hope we see more of him this season.
Me too.
Okay,
I hope
but
he
Definitely.
iconic roles.
I like his story of how he found Boba's armor, and I like that it actually is Boba Fett's
Yeah.
armor.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to know is how the hell the Jawas came up with it.
Well, you
That
know,
was true.
after he was shat out of the Sarlacc pit, they had to get it somehow.
Okay, do we actually have a time frame of how long it takes the Sarlacc to digest a person? Because
I-
if you
I-
look
I-
at
Canonically, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think C-3PO he said it in Return of the Jedi. It's like how
Like,
Over-
over the next
over
1,000
1,000
years, you'll be
years.
painfully digested.
But here's the problem I have with that is that if we look at the timeline from the time he fell into the pit to the time that he found the armor, it does not match up.
No,
That's
it was like maybe
where I'm.
4.
Let's
It was maybe 6
let's
years
talk
at most.
about the Tamura cameo at the end, because that what's going along with it. So yeah, Tamura, the actor who played Jango Fett in Star Wars Episode 2, and the template for all the clones,
Right.
made a cameo at the end, and
Oh yeah.
he is. A lot of us are suspecting that he is playing Boba Fett in this series.
So you think
I'm definitely
Boba?
buying
So you think? So you
I mean, it
definitely think
makes
that Boba escaped the Sarlacc pit, shed his armor, and said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
think
what
so.
I'm thinking.
I could actually see that.
Because
Yeah.
he probably never got his payment from Jabba, and if he did, he just stuck around for a little bit, and he was tossed into the Sarlacc pit and was like, "Fuck it, why am I still doing this? I'm out of here."
When Leia
I-
fucking, he wasn't gonna get paid anyway.
Or maybe he got mugged by the Jawas.
He
Well,
could-
here's the thought: what if they're following the books where the aging process for the clones has started to catch up with him, so he's aging faster?
Okay.
Well,
But
I
I
mean-
do want to point out something. If you read Karen Travis's what is it, the Republic Commando series?
Mhm.
If you read the series, Django has Boba as an unaltered clone, meaning that the aging sequence has not activated
Well,
in
yeah,
that clone.
Yeah,
that's
they
what they
even
say
say that
that's-
in
Yeah,
the
that's what
clone
they
in
say.
Attack of the Clones.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
in the later books, they end up saying that it activated on its own after being subjected to the Starlight Pit's acids.
Is that
So it kind of
is
just
that
retroactively
canon
altered it
or
slightly.
legends still?
Legends. So they
Alright.
could be pulling that
Could be.
and making it canon. Of course, we won't know till it's actually done. But
Maybe-
I'm thinking it's just his natural age progression. I think, but
Because what Boba's what 10, 11 when Attack of the Clones occurs.
about 11, I think.
I think it was like 10, something like that.
give
So
or take.
he's probably by the time the Death Star blew up and he got thrown into the Sarlacc pit, he's probably what in his 40s.
Late 40s.
Late 40s, yeah.
Maybe
And
late
and
40s
this
was the
is
most.
5 years after that, so around 50s. So I can
mid-50.
understand that. Yeah, I get that. So yeah, it's relatively close canonical age.
Mm.
But if he's not playing Boba Fett, he's definitely going to be playing a
Clone
spare
trooper.
clone.
True.
A lot
Here's
of people,
the other-
a lot of people thought he was going to be playing Rex. Maybe he could still.
Maybe.
Well,
He's no
here's
good
the other.
till he's dead.
Nah.
I mean, here's the other problem we have. Did the clones actually find a way to stop the aging sequence?
See,
I mean, I would
that's what I don't
assume.
understand, because in Rebels, it sure makes it seem like they did.
Mm.
But it's never explained how. Because Rex, Gregor, and Wolf are all alive still.
Didn't they also
Yeah,
get rid of all the clones like later on?
They
The Empire got rid of the clones.
they
from their army.
decommissioned the Camino clone project, but kept on any clones that wanted to stay in the Empire, and any that didn't, they gave them like a fat pension and sent them on their way.
Okay.
I think but I think if you look at the a couple of the different book series, not only did they shut down the Camino processing facility, but the Emperor basically brought in fast producing clone masters to a different facility on Coruscant, and that's where we're getting like the 501st and everything else.
hmm
So, and that's why you're seeing the fabled drop in accuracy that all the stormtroopers are famous for.
Yeah, so level for quantity over quality.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically.
Also didn't help that their gear was mass produced and poorly produced. Unless you were like an elite trooper.
Unless you were a Republic commando. I mean, at that point, your armor was basically on par with Mandalorians.
Basically.
Yeah.
Because they
It could take quite a beating.
I liked the opening sequence of Mando entering the what is that, the boxing ring.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fighting arena.
That was sick.
That was really cool. I liked the prosthetics for the pigs and all the aliens.
We're definitely an upgrade from what we'd seen in Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah.
that is Gamora and
That's
second.
also what I meant. Shit with like costume design and like CGI with this episode, because I saw it immediately for that whole sequence. It was like, damn, this is a whole different vibe to season one, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it was a huge step in the right direction.
It was. Indeed it was. But can we talk about how bad John Leguizamo's costume was? Can we talk about how bad that was?
Who's that?
John Leguizamo plays the alien that Mando leaves strung up.
Oh,
Yeah,
how bad it is?
The space cyclops.
Yes. That is John Leguizamo, and it looks, honestly, his costume's on par with Muppets at this point.
Yeah.
If that's what they wanted it to look like, then It
Oh.
looks like no, not Muppets. Dark Crystal.
Yes.
It
I mean,
just it looks too fake.
Right.
I can understand that statement. Thinking back on it, yeah.
That's good.
James
The
in
thing
the
for me is
background.
that I saw that species and immediately reminded me of Dwaltor when you're on playing as a Sith and on Korriban, and you encounter that one alien in the final Sith tomb, and it's like, I need food, give me food. And it's like, okay, I'm either gonna poison you or I'm gonna help you.
Right.
So it felt like it was cool to see that kind of species brought to life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The creatures with the red eyes. Do you think those are Jawas without their hoods?
No,
No.
no, 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 no. If you look closely before the lights cut out and he walks off, they're four-legged. They're on the ground. They're
Yeah,
not
they're-
Jawas.
They're the same species from Rebels.
Ooh.
They're like full on like wolves or like wild animals. Like they're on all fours and they have like big ass teeth and everything.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that was actually a pretty good
It's pretty badass because he was
walk
like,
off. Yeah.
I can promise you I'm not gonna be the one to kill you. Shoots out the lights and then walks away and these things just start coming. I was like, oh.
Swear I had nightmares seeing those red eyes following him when he's first walking. I'm like, okay, so
We're gonna have a
they've gone
shootout.
they've gone the creep factor up to 7.
Yep.
But can we talk about how the child basically had a comedic moment when he flips on the wrist rockets and he's like, nope.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit. That's gonna go to Choyo.
He's like, I know how this ends.
It's like Daddy Mando is about to go lethal.
Oh shit, I know how. We gotta be safe.
The first 3 rows are a split zone.
Screw you guys, I'm going back in my crib.
He's smart for 50 years old, ain't he?
Right, yeah.
Are we actually sure of the child's age?
They said
Yeah.
50
The first season,
50 years or about 50.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, it's
So is
been
that like
it's
5
definitely
and the other 8
been
years?
It's definitely been a while since I actually remember a lot of this stuff. I mean, shit.
I actually rewatched the first season 3 days ago, I think it was. And yeah, in the episode, Mando was like, "Oh, what's the age of the target?" And they're like, "Oh, he's 50 years old."
And
So,
then baby.
right,
Either don't
They're like, what's the year's the target? 50. Finds it.
Baby.
This thing's supposed to be 50? It's a kid.
He's like
Barely
the fuck?
walked.
I honestly hope we don't learn more about his species or find his homeworld, because George doesn't want the Yoda species to be known very well.
Right. It's a mystery.
He
It's a
basically
mystery.
said
Yeah,
that
it is a mystery, which is
he basically said
pretty
that the
damn
Yoda
good
species
mystery.
are more or less the Force incarnate.
right, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely I feel like eventually we're gonna get the spin-off where we're gonna have the backstory behind Yoda. I feel like
Young
that's
Yoda.
eventually going to happen.
I feel like it's
Well,
gonna
I
be
mean, we
weird.
are getting 200-year younger Yoda in.
Oh, yeah, the High Republic.
The High Republic, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
One thing I've always wanted to see since I played the game
Mhm.
is a Jango Fett series that follows the storyline of Star Wars Bounty Hunter. That game was. I want to see a series based on that.
I
Like a
just
story.
I just want them to canonize 1313.
Yeah.
And they need to make that game because we almost got that game and we didn't.
I know. We almost
It's
had it.
insane how 1313 was pretty much supposed to be Bounty Hunter version of Fallen Order.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
And
I
then it
would've been-
canceled. Fuckers.
It looked fucking sick.
I definitely think we had a lot more comedic moments in this one though than than what we would normally get. Like the Tuscan setting up the Bantha as tribute, and it just and the dragon just completely ignoring it
Zomp.
and going immediately for
It's like,
the.
hey, you woke me up. You're on my shit list.
Yeah, and I like how
And then of course,
the backup sets the bombs and stuff, and then the fucking cow-looking thing's like, nope, I'm gonna back out of this, and he's like, oh shit, and then the cow's like, I hate that you used me like this. Like you can see it in his face. He's just like,
fuck
you
you.
sacrificed me for no reason.
Yeah.
And of course, after the dragon eats the raider, he's like, they're open to suggestions.
Yeah.
But I did like the reveal. We talked about this before the stream, but I did like the reveal that they hired a deaf actor for the role for a role of the Tuscan Raider, and to give it a bit more authenticity with the sign language and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real badass. That's
Yeah.
actually
I think it's awesome that the Mando actor actually took time to learn the sign language.
And
that he
the Tuscanese
Oh, yeah.
language as well.
Honestly, I think that's what makes him better than most bounty hunters we usually see, because this is someone who actually takes his job seriously and wants to get it done to get the maximum amount of pay.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
I mean, if we look at most of the games and books in the series, like how many other bounty hunters speak practically all the outer or mid-rim languages, like a protocol droid would.
Yeah, most usually have to use a droid, and even then, most can't understand droids.
right,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now I really want a Cad Bane series.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
If he's still alive.
No, he's not, because the Clone Wars where Boba and Cad Bane have like a quick draw showdown. Boba smokes him, and then Boba gets the dent in his helmet.
There's a canon explanation.
I watch that video literally like every morning when I wake up because it's so good. Like this video's so good. I show it to all my friends. I post it on Facebook all the time. I show it to my parents, my family, people I don't even know, and I work. Like, hey, watch this. They're like, what? I'm like, you like Star Wars? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, shut up.
Another sleazeball lovable character I would love a series on. Hondo Ohnaka.
oh yeah. Well, considering he's alive even well into Rebels and after,
I would
That'd be
love
amazing.
I would love to see his adventures between Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yeah. All right, y'all ready for this one? Hey, Kenobi!
He would totally go to Tatooine and just bug Kenobi.
Bother.
Hey, Kenobi, come on!
now I kind of want to see Hondo show up in The Mandalorian, even if it's just as a background character.
Yes. Like, hey, Mando, you need help? What is this, the little green man?
I've seen one before. But where?
Because they
Hey, Hondo.
Look, as long as we do not get the return of Jar Jar Binks, I will be fine with any other characters.
Nah, Jar Jar's canonically dead at this point.
Thank God.
No, y'all. He's a Sith Lord. He went home to Korriban. Just fuck this. I'm out of here.
No.
Jar Jar is a Sith Lord.
Yeah, he's the reincarnation of
Darth Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis.
He's actually the BBEG of this season. Mando.
He's out of here.
No.
There actually was a couple panels in a Star Wars canon comic book where Jar Jar wielded a lightsaber and was really, really good with it. And he had to
Scares
play
me
it
to
off.
no end.
Yeah.
He's so uncoordinated and clumsy, yet he wields a lightsaber like
That's
he knows how to
that's
do.
his shtick. He has to.
I don't care if it's
he has to remain undercover.
I don't care if it's a shtick. Like, no.
He can't let Sidious find him.
It's like the Blues from Red vs. Blue. Would you ever expect him to be able to take you out?
No.
It's
Exactly.
It's like that conversation to be just like, so Jaja, how are you very skilled with the lightsaber? It's because Miss clumsy.
It's because of Misa Dark
Jesus
Lord.
Christ. Jesus, this is just like frickin' Rock Lee's drunken fist in Naruto.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's
Best.
exactly what
Best.
we're on the track of.
Best.
That's all this is.
It really is.
Yeah, I feel that one.
One character I've seen a lot of people complain that is back is the woman that we see. I can't remember her name in the beginning of the episode when he arrives on Tatooine. The doctor.
Why are they complaining about her? She's the
I'm-
That makes
mechanic
no
on.
sense.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I actually like her. She's kind of quirky.
Yeah, she
and
was
fun.
alright. It helped bring in a familiar face to
Yeah.
get you reacquainted if you haven't
Yeah.
seen it since
Mhm.
last
Yeah,
season.
you know, it's great to see Space Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that. Just watch. At the end of the series, she's gonna come out like a badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, but like, what if she's like low key, like an undercover Mandalorian?
Dude,
That'd be a twist.
yeah. It's a twist.
What a twist!
Or she's
What a twist!
That'd be man, plot twist.
Watch, she's a frickin' Imperial Inquisitor undercover.
Oh god.
Oh, that'd be
Dude.
insane.
No, she's Maris Brood, Shakti's apprentice from Force Unleashed 1.
Oh no!
no! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh god.
No.
What are you guys' theories on this season? What are you guys hoping to see from the news bits that we've heard are coming? Like actors and whatnot that are going to be in it.
I mean, I'm assuming that they're gonna try and figure out where the child came from, but it sounds like wasn't it in the trailer that it sounds like he's gonna maybe try and find Jedi?
Yeah, that's
trying to
the
find
goal.
more Mandalorian.
You know, I honestly wouldn't mind them leading up to him going to Mandalore and us actually being able to see the planet itself. Because I mean,
nice.
we've only gotten what we can discern from books and
The Clone
our own
Wars.
imaginations.
And
But yeah, that's all we've been able to discern. So I would actually like to see, a really good mock-up of it, what the planet actually looks like.
Well,
we
we know what the
Given
planet
it's
looks
been
like. We've
like
just never
20, 30 years since then.
Well, yeah, we've just never had Mandalore on the big screen.
Well, also, I think the next big issue with that, though, is the Siege of Mandalore from what Moff Gideon was saying at the end of last season. They pretty much killed off almost all the Mandalorians on Mandalore.
That's right, right?
Yeah, that's
Because-
why.
And
That's why
how we
they're.
got the Dark Saber.
Yeah, that's why they're all in hiding.
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes them sound like a bunch of refugees in a way. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, what exactly happened.
I really hope we get to see more of the armor this season.
Oh,
I really
yeah,
hope she comes back.
the unsung
I'm hoping
hero.
we see the after effects of Order 66 on Mandalore. Like,
That'd
go
be
from protectors preparing to leave to all of a sudden your new aggressors.
Well, I think I don't know if the Karen Travis series is actually going to be listed as canon for this, because we're definitely diving more into the Mandalorian culture. So
Yeah.
if we do get a Mandalore, I mean, how long ago was the siege of Mandalore in comparison to the fall of the basically the Death Star
What it
blowing
sounded
up?
like, it
It's
sounded like
20 years.
right after the Empire
Well,
fell. Or
see-
close to it.
No, the
See,
siege of Mandalore.
Yeah,
The Siege of Mandalore was what we got at the end of season 7 of Clone Wars. So
Yeah,
between
but
that and the second Death Star, that was 20 to 25 years.
okay, so there's definitely a overlap because Order 66 occurs in the Republic Commando series. It's the third book. So the Mandalorians are still very much, yeah, they're somewhat in hiding, but the planet's still very active.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So are you saying that the Mandalorian warriors are in hiding and not the actual
Yeah.
people?
I could see
Okay.
that.
Interesting.
Yeah, the series is absolutely great. Because it even follows some of the Republic Commandos as they transition into Imperial Commandos. It gives the whole backstory on the aging sequence.
Hmm.
It gives that full. It actually fills in a lot of gaps
Interesting.
during the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think we're actually going to see Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka in this series?
Oh yeah, they already confirmed
God,
Ahsoka
I
will
hope
be in
so.
the series.
That
Where in
would-
the season? I'm hoping at the end, as like kind of like what they did in episode 7 of the new saga.
Yeah.
Have it to where they end up meeting Ahsoka at the end. Maybe not leave it at a cliffhanger, but at least have it to where they find her and all that, and then have some big issue come up, being like, "Hey, season 3, everyone."
Well, I think they
No, that
already
actually would
wrapped.
be a good tease.
I think they already wrapped production on season 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty
Season
finished.
Wonder-
3 is just Mando getting the Darksaber back.
Dude, that'll be.
Who knows?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure if they do it when they do it for the final season, it's gonna be a duel between like Mando and Moff Gideon or some shit. He's gonna go back to Mandalore, unite the planet, or
It's gonna be epic. I can tell you that.
whatever. The most incredible thing ever, next to Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Because I personally love Clone Wars. People are like, oh, it's not. It's like, fuck you. It's a good.
Clone Wars is a great series.
Oh, it's outstanding.
Yeah.
It is definitely not for kids, no matter what people say. The
The
beginning, yes. The rest, no.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you
the
got a
Phantom,
point.
maybe the Phantom Menace, but after that, no.
The
Maybe.
Phantom Menace is definitely not for kids because it's so boring. Like the very beginning of the movie, it's like really political. The only good stuff is like the opening sequence on the droid ship, and the battle of Naboo where all the Anakin's get killed, and Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. So
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
episode,
I think Phantom Menace is more of like a setup
yeah,
for the Clone Wars. That was pretty much it. That was the only thing it was there for.
Yeah, but I feel like we got more political commentary in the Clone Wars than we did in Revenge of the Sith or anything like that.
Oh yeah,
We
for
we
sure.
did get
I
more of that, but it was
yeah.
a lot more interesting than Phantom Menace. I think.
Yeah, for Attack of the Clones, like it felt like a lot of like stuff was like not happening until like the very end. Then we got like shit happening. It's like beginning
definitely
shit
didn't-
happening, and then
Definitely didn't need the Anakin Padme romance.
That we could have done. We could have skipped over that. Definitely.
I
At least
maybe symbolically.
75 to 90% of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna end off really in a few minutes, but I was gonna say, I honestly wouldn't have minded if episode 2 or if Attack of the Clones was the first episode of the prequel trilogy, because that would have just kicked off the entire thing as a Clone Wars prequel or Clone Wars trilogy instead of
Because
instead of the Rise of
even in
Darth
episode
Vader.
4, they talk about the Clone Wars. They don't talk about what led into the Clone Wars.
right.
Mm.
Yeah,
But I do feel. But I
Episode 2
do
could have
feel
been
like.
episode 1,
Go on ahead.
and then we could have had an episode between 2 and 3 that took place in the Clone Wars, and then have the series that went on between episode 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3.
But see,
Right.
I feel like you needed one just because you definitely need the backstory of how we're gonna eventually get Darth Vader.
Right.
We needed at least
true.
that. But I feel like you could have taken like most of the elements of 2 and 3 and combined them into one movie.
True.
I-
Also, the kid who
Yeah,
played
true.
Anakin in the first movie gets way too much crap
Oh yeah.
for his acting. I thought he did good for what he was given in 1999.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, do you guys have any other thoughts about this first episode, or what you want to see in episode 2?
Definitely fantastic. Well worth leaving us hanging at the end of last year.
Right.
Oh yeah.
but
Looking
now-
for more thrills and chills and just more gunfights. Yeah.
Yeah, the Space Western, you gotta have gunfights. I mean, now that Moff Gideon has the Darksaber, we all got to probably accept that Bo-Katan or whoever the Darksaber is fucking dead. So
Yeah.
that's a F in the chat for me.
If they play,
Unless they were like, just take it and then just took off running and hopefully they come back or something. I just don't want Bo-Katan or something dead. Ursa, I don't care.
if they play their cards right, they could have the Tamura Boba Fett mystery be
His name is
the. Say what?
His name is Tamara Morrison.
What did I say?
Where
I said Tamura.
Yeah. Okay, well, and you like didn't finish his name. I'm like, God.
Anyways, if they play their cards right, they could have that mystery ride the entire series.
Could.
Oh yeah.
Right. And then they'll have like make little cameos here and there. I think it's Boba, but then it could just be a random Mandalorian, or just could have him playing like, I don't know, a different Mando.
If he's not Boba Fett, he's playing a clone trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing them interweave like the events of Battlefront 2. I could see them interweaving that into this series.
Be
wow.
interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because
would
near
be.
the end of the campaign lines up around this time. So yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. All right, so yeah, that'll be it for this video, this episode. I just realized I never introduced us at the beginning. So, hi, I'm Josh. Next to me we have Cameron.
No. Negative. I'm not Cameron. No.
Oh, okay.
I go by Brees. We've already established this. I go by
Okay,
Brees.
fine. We want to go by stage names. Brees.
Exactly. Look, as long as the group's been formed, I've always gone by Brees.
True.
That's just how it is.
True.
Oh, Cameron.
My name is Cameron. No, it's not.
No. It's not. Next to Brees, we got the Mandalorian.
Hey.
Underneath me, we have random Jedi number 3. Next,
How you doing?
next to him, JD,
Yo, how's it going, guys?
and the dude in the pink shield signal is Anthony.
This is the way. This is the way.
I promise we'll probably maybe be better next week. So look forward to that.
One of us will hopefully remember.
Oh, one of us hopefully remember. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I forgot to mention it at the beginning, but don't forget to check us out later this weekend as we do a Ruby recap. That's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you guys there. And yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and we'll see you guys next week for episode 10. Peace. I almost said episode 2. Peace out.